Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video was requested by Barb07. So I'm going to be expanding on the video that I did about team affixes, and this one's going to specifically focus on unicorns. Now what she was asking was, did I have any tips on how to get an affix rating with unicorns? Because she found that whenever she was in, a team of 2 players breeding elite unicorns, it was really hard to breed the 20 unicorns yourself. And you'd already added all the lower GP ones from non-team mares covered with team stallions to that affix. So what I'm going to kind of now talk about is, she's mentioned that she does have the 1 out of 4 VIP perk. The thing that I tend to do, now I am in a slightly larger team, there's 3 of us in our unicorn breeding team, and the other benefit I suppose that we do have is that we are the top in our genetics, but we still struggle to get the 20 unicorns bred each month. Now, some of the things that I'm going to mention first off is the really obvious ones is make sure you breed your mare twice a day, every day. Make sure you're using the best genetic stallion that you have. But the thing that I do find, and I'll just sort of use this as an example because I think this is the easiest way to do. So we do Argentinian Curlios, and you can see here, so here's the team affix. So if I hover over, you can see that we still have 14 to breed. So we still have quite a way to go in that respect, in getting to the end of the month, because it's actually, there's 2 days until the end of the month, or we're not going to be rated a 3-star, which is a bit of a pain. But what I tend to do, and this works most months, sometimes it doesn't, as you can see we didn't have very good luck this month in breeding unicorns. But what I do is with them, if I can find the farm. So this is currently our top GP unicorn right now, this one here. And I have to breed her later on this evening. And this other one is our top unicorn stallion in the minute. So what I tend to do with this is I make sure that I put out team coverings. Now if you're not in a, well actually this is going to apply because if you're in a VIP unicorn team this will apply, so never mind. I make sure that I have as many covers out as possible every time. I usually do this every day with him, is make sure there's several coverings out. Now the reason for this is because I have older mares from the same team, so I'm just going to search here to show you. So we click search, you can see that I have several other mares from the same team, and what I tend to do is I take those older mares even whenever we've already progressed further, and I cover them again and again, but I use the best stallion. Now the reason I do this is because it means that I can get extra foals out of them further on down the line, which does help. So you can see there I've got 1, 2, 3. These ones here that I'm pointing at the moment, these 3 here, were extra ones that I bred. These weren't actual blops. All the ones with the GAs there are female blops, except for this one as well. That one's another one that wasn't. If I go to the males, these were other ones that I bred. So these were some of the other, these ones that don't have GAs on were other ones that were bred afterwards. These were extras, spares essentially. So what I tried to do every day I haven't really done it this month, but what I did do before that was every day I would open up my older mares who, as you can see, are much lower GP. Like this mare was born nearly 5 months ago, okay? And I would cover her with my current top stallion. So I would click cover my mare, I'd go into team coverings around the time, and I would choose our best genetic stallion. So that there's a chance of making sure that I have higher genetic potential foals. They're not going to be higher than my top mare. Obviously, this is the mare that I want to produce me the next blop. But other than that, that's probably one of the most efficient ways I found to do that. And it also had the added benefit of adding more to my produced list in the team as well. But if you and your teammates do that, now granted sometimes it's easy to miss your breeding times, sometimes you don't have enough agent points to cover all of them, but you don't necessarily have to cover all of the mares every single day. I mean, those ones that I mentioned, these mares here, in there for that team, if I just bring them up again, Most of these are AP mares, so I just cover them. And when they're covered, I'm going to see if I have any at the moment that are in full. This one, okay. So this one I covered a few days ago. As you can see, she's on 10 months. So I covered her a few days ago, and I just progressively age her up every single day till eventually she foals. Then I continue to age her every day. So I kind of consider it like you're using them almost like AP hunters, in that you're caring for them every day, you're waking them up every day, so they age progressively. And you cover them every time that they can be recovered. So try and maybe get all of the mares that you can cover them on the same day, because I think that would probably be easier. Because if you have them all ready to be covered and then you cover them all on the same day, you know that they're all going to, you know, if you age them over the next, say, 6 days, they're all going to foal on the same day. And then you can put them in foal again at the same time. So I think that's another way you can kind of try and make it easy for yourself. So don't have this mare foal in 3 days time, this one foaling in 10 days time, you know, because then you kind of get thrown out of, I think, out of a schedule. So try and schedule it and do it that way. And then with the spares that you have that you do end up breeding, is just train them up as well, because then you can just cover them as well to get even more. So that's kind of how I've coped with it, but it doesn't work every month, I will admit, but it usually does. At the moment I don't have the 1 in 4 perk, which has made it, I think, a teensy bit harder, but that's one of the ways that I've worked around it. So I hope that was useful, and hope you had a lovely day. And thank you to Barb07 for asking the video, and bye guys.